Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be previewing Game 9 of the IPL between Mumbai Indians and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Two really good teams. Mumbai coming off a brilliant win is actually, and Sunrisers coming off a terrible loss is actually similar. Both their games, the way the collapse happened. Sunrisers were on the receiving end of the collapse, whereas Mumbai initiated the collapse against KKR. So yeah, going into this game, Sunrisers will be very disappointed. They've lost to KKR and RCB, especially that RCB game that collapsed. They were 112 for two, and then suddenly 142, 143, and the game was done. They lost by 6 runs. They expect more from the middle order, especially to finish off the game after they got such a good start from Warner. I think Manish Pandey in particular needs to improve. He has to improve his strike rate. Like, he's getting runs, but it's not just about the runs, it's about the rate at which you get them and how it's affecting the team. And right now the runs are actually slowing down the team's progress and it's putting pressure on the other batsmen. So he needs to work on that, especially his run rate, I feel. Whereas Mumbai Indians, their batting as well hasn't clicked so far, except for Surya Kumar Yadav, who looks sensational. All the other batsmen, especially their big hitters in the middle order, Pollard, Pandya brothers, Ishan Kishan, and then Rohit at top as well, they haven't clicked yet. So, that is scary signs for opposition teams, because once they do click, they become very difficult. Mumbai's strength has been, the death overs, batting, even bowling as well. They really cherish those overs and they make the most of it. But with the batting, they haven't clicked yet. If they do, it will cause Sunrise a lot of problems. But with the ball, they've been sensational. I think Rahul Chahar's form, the way he picked up 4 wickets, is a huge, huge boost for Mumbai, because I think the weakness was in the spin department. They didn't have experienced spinners like other teams. Kunal Pandya is not the biggest turner of the ball. Rahul Chahar is young. He's got hit as well recently. So for him to pick up 4 wickets, and the way Kunal Pandya bowled as well, I think that'll give Mumbai a lot of confidence, because they're playing in Chennai again. And it is conducive to spin. You need your spinners to step up. Their fast bowlers will always step up. Bumrah and Bolt, the way they bowled in the death overs against Sublime, they can defend anything in the end, and they've shown that with the new ball as well. They are effective. But the way Mumbai came back in that game, it shows that they're very difficult to beat. And again, against Sunrisers, they will make it difficult. And Sunrisers, on the other hand, there's some individual brilliance. We saw Rashid Khan. He's been fantastic. Economy rate of like 6 so far, and he's picked up 4 wickets this season in the couple of games. He's been really good. Very difficult to pick, to be honest. He's been in the IPL for 4 years, but batsmen are still struggling to hit him out of the park. He might be expensive the odd game, but in general, he's been so accurate. His economy rate is probably the best in the IPL, I think, overall, and I think he continues to shine. He will be the key. But then apart from that, I think Warner's form will be an advantage for Sunrisers. Like, the opening start, that's very crucial. I think Saha, last couple of games has been poor. He needs to improve, give Warner that support, because Sunrisers' strength is to attack from the front in the power play. And if they lose a wicket early, it becomes a bit difficult. Manish Pandey becomes a bit defensive when he comes on. So I think they'll have to work on that, especially the opening pair. Kane Williamson's fitness update, we're not sure. Like, he's not fully fit. He has an elbow injury. That's why he hasn't played the first 2 games. He's getting better now. Whether he plays tomorrow, we'll find out at the toss. But yeah, I think he will probably walk into the team. It'll be interesting to see whether he comes in place of Holder or in place of Bairstow. Last time towards the end of the season, he played instead of Bairstow. But Bairstow himself has been in really good form. But will he suit this lineup and these kind of pitches in Chennai? Maybe he's a player more for Bangalore and Mumbai, where he scored a 50 in Chennai in the first game. It's just that they'll have to look at the combination, because they have so many foreign players, and they have to take a call somewhere. Holder picked up 3 wickets as well in the last game. So who to drop, who not to for Williamson? That will be another question for Sunrisers. And one thing they'll have to look at is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He's been expensive a bit, especially at the death. And with the new ball, he's not getting as much swing. I think he had a better performance in the second game compared to the first, but still the death overs, he was expensive. He was bowling those full tosses, trying for the Yorker. Once he gets that accuracy right and he gets his line and length right, basically, he becomes a really, really difficult bowler to hit. Him versus Bumrah is going to be exciting. I think Bhuvi will be pumped for this game, and if he can, restrict Mumbai, pick up wickets, and then bowl well into that, along with the likes of Natarajan and Holder, then I think it'll give Sunrisers a good chance to win this game. Again, also Nabi's been injured. If he is fully fit, does he come in place of Holder, because he gives you that spinning option? Nadeem was a bit expensive in his last over, despite doing a good job earlier. So that would be another call they'll have to take. But yeah, I think Mumbai again. Quinton de Kock wrote him out to open. Quinton was a bit rusty because he's coming back from quarantine, but he's a dangerous player as well. They have batting all the way, to 6-7. The middle order is cracking. Their bowlers are in form as well. With Mumbai, with on this pitch, I think 160, 170 might be a winning score, and batting first will probably be the option. It's because in Chennai we've seen the dew hasn't played too much of a part compared to the like in Mumbai. So I think batting first, but you still need to bat well. You can't get bundled out for 120, 130, but it might be like a low to mid scoring game, like 140 to 160 kind of game, because the pitch has been slow in Chennai. Whether it changes, we don't know, because in Mumbai we saw it was a batting track, and suddenly the game between Rajasthan and Delhi, it was like it slowed down. So will this pitch speed up in Chennai? We don't know. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. I think right now Mumbai Indians are favorites to win this game, but don't count out Sunrisers. They have a lot of match winners. We mentioned Rashid Warner. If Williamson plays, he's also a match winner. I think a lot will depend on Vijay Shankar and Manish Pandey as well. Abdul Samad, these guys, they have to step up, especially Manish Pandey needs to change the way he's approaching the game. He have to play according to what is required. And yeah, I think if Sunrisers can bat the natural game and have an amazing power play with the bat, with a very good strike rate, I think they'll have a good chance against Mumbai. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. Mumbai going in favorites. Rashid Khan's battle with the middle order is the battle to watch out for me. How do they play him? If he is successful, it'll give Sunrise an advantage. If they do hit him, then Mumbai will be on top as well. So that will be a very interesting battle. And Bumrah and Bolt versus Warner, Bairstow, that's going to be a very good battle as well. These guys are, wicket takers, and they're great fast bowlers. So how do they play? And then the middle overs, the spinners for Mumbai as well, how they go against the Sunrisers batting lineup. It'll be very interesting to see. But yeah, can't wait for the game. It's going to be a cracker, and catch you after that. Thank you so much for joining me, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and comment with your predictions for this match. Take care.